What is up, guys? How's it going? My name's Jackal, and you see the name of the channel and the video, and you also see a subscribe button that you should also smack. But yeah, we are here 2 days in a row, Final Fantasy, because we are going to finish this stupid glitch and finish grinding. We want to make sure we get all of the... We want to make sure we get this shit up as much as we can. Hopefully to level 8 today. That's the goal. Get it to level 8, because we can just cast it and cancel it, and it gives us the appropriate experience we need. Unfortunately, it also still kind of takes forever. I mean, yesterday I was playing for like a half hour, and I only got to like level 4.5. And I think you can only get up to like solid levels. So once you get to the next level, it doesn't give you any more experience after that. At least that's how it appears to be. Yeah, hope everyone else is doing alright today. Hey, flip back there, flip. There we go. Ooh, man, we're tired. We're tired over here. It doesn't help that this episode is going to be very boring. I know I'm supposed to be playing Advance Wars, but finishing this grinding has been the only thing that's been on my mind. Especially because there is another part of me, not gonna lie, that also wants to get it up even higher than that. And maybe just not even have to like have as strong a guarantee as we can with this boss, because I do not want to do this, or I do not want to fight him a second time, or this will be a third. Alright, let's kill the rest of these guys. See how much more we have to go. Since anything past the level is meaningless, we don't want to overshoot the level. End up doing a bunch of them for no reason. So it should be like 10 times-ish. We got our favorite Hypnotoad. Oh, motherfucker. Oops. Do this a couple more times here, and we should be pretty good. Get up to that level 5. I sequestered one of my girls to hopefully grab me some drink from the grocery, or from the gas station around the corner. because I am not wearing a shirt right now, and I do not feel like wearing a shirt at any point in the near future. Unfortunately, my house is pretty warm. Money isn't all that I'd like it to be, so we don't exactly have money to be running the AC constantly. So that is what it is. Right now I'm in the garage, so it's actually a little warmer in here still than the rest of the house. Luckily, as long as I have the AC going from while I'm sleeping, which is like during the middle part of the day, and then when I wake up I turn everything off and open up the windows, it's usually pretty good after that. Alright, we made it. Yeah, and I think if I look up it'll just be at 5. Yeah, I don't think it goes past. Alright, time to do it all over again. That took like 7 minutes, and that was like half of it. Unfortunately, there is not really a faster way. Because even with as long as this is taking, bruh, could you imagine doing this any other way right now? Some of my magic spells were in pretty decent rotation, and the highest one is like level 5. Like this break spell is at the same level, and it's what? I've only been working on it for 30 minutes, 40 minutes at this point. Total. I've been playing this game for like 20 hours or something, 20, 25 hours at this point. And we still ain't even reaching the end. Feels like there should be, if we're getting the Ultima spell, I feel like there is maybe like 1 or 2 more places after this tower before the final area. We put in so much time to this game, it has to be almost over. It is kind of weird because I've gone my whole channel's existence so far without taking advantage of an exploit like that. You know, something that I heard was a glitch, technically, and it boggled my mind when I first heard it because it felt like natural and like it made sense, is that apparently in Ocarina of Time, you're not supposed to be able to roll and jump farther than just a regular jump. The jump was supposed to be all the same thing, but because the jump is by your movement speed, since when you roll, you're going a little bit faster than when you run, you'll jump a little farther. Which, that just makes sense. But, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I remember hearing that you weren't actually supposed to be able to do that. Which makes me wonder, I can't remember if Majora's Mask has it. It's so tempting because I I got my old Wii back from back in the day, and all of my, like, I didn't buy a bunch of old games for it from the Virtual Console, but I bought a few. I bought a couple. And Majora's Mask was one of them, because I used to have that gold, like, holographic 3D Majora's Mask when it came out, bro. I had the special edition one, and I fucking sold that shit. But when the Virtual Console was a thing, when I was like 19 or 20, because it was before, I think it might have been before the Wii U even came out, or like right as it came out. And I remember buying Majora's Mask for it. And it's so tempting to want to play it again. But also it's like, no. The first time I play it again is going to be here. And we still have 2 more Zelda games to play before we even attempt to do that. My brother has my copy of Ocarina of Time somewhere. Mm-hmm. 66, that's not too bad. We made a lot of progress on that one. Alright, time to keep doing the thing. But yeah, it's been so tempting. It's actually been fun though, because my dad ended up finding through a family friend, he just got a whole bunch of like old systems and old games, and with a GameCube and a Wii, he ended up coming into contact with Super Smash Bros. Melee. And that's another game that, like, I had back in the day, and I don't ever know what happened to my copy of it. Like, I had the box forever, and the game was just not there, and I don't know whatever happened to it. I don't remember letting anybody borrow it, but I just didn't have the fucking game, which was weird. That also happened with my copy of Resident Evil 4 for the PS2. Because I remember being gifted that. And same thing, like, I had beaten it, I had it for a while, and then all of a sudden, like, I had the case, but no game. At least that, I always wondered if my fucking crackhead cousin ended up selling it, or stealing it and then selling it, you know what I mean. But yeah, no, I lost my copy of Smash Bros. Melee, and that's been the one that over the years I have just played the least of, just because of that. Because due to Brawl being out during like my high school teenage years, I played that one a ton. Smash 4 I only played for like, I only played that one for like a couple months. Played it pretty dedicatedly, but yeah, I didn't play that one a whole lot. And Ultimate I played a lot when it came out with my old roommates. Granted, I only played that with them for like a few months, but still regardless. So, to be playing Melee again after all this time feels really good. Also kind of not, because I am a Link main, so, you know. Come on, kill him. Yeah. Break spell. Yep, break level up. Is it 6 even? Yeah, you really can't, because there's no way I am good enough to be able to pick it that way, that many levels in a row. Nope. We'll do 2 more levels, and that will be it. Grind it up to 7, grind it up to 8, and then we're all done. And then we're gonna go and take a gander to see if we can make it. And if for some reason I can't, then I'm just gonna grind it all the way to 16 and give myself the fullest chance. Which maybe if I can, maybe I'll grind it to 8.5. Just because from 1 to 16, that's 15, 7.5, that's puts me at level 8.5. Give myself that extra 50%. But that means we're not even halfway yet to what we want to do this episode, which that's kind of a bummer. It's been almost 20 minutes of this. 20 minutes of this. There's gotta be a better way. I'm hoping when I inevitably move on to Final Fantasy III, I'm hoping Final Fantasy III is a little more well put together. I know 4 definitely is, so I know once I hit the Super NES, I'm not going to really have that much of a problem. I don't remember 4 being super hard, but I do remember dying every so often. Three, I know I only played like a little bit. I remember when I was a kid and my uncle had downloaded like an emulator pack that just had a bunch of ROMs with it. It had like 60 of them. I remember it came with Final Fantasy 2 and 3. And I remember as like an 11-year-old having a Super Nintendo and seeing Final Fantasy 2 and 3. That confused the shit out of me. And I was like, wait a minute. And I remember actually seeing, like, that's where I noticed that, you know, there was another Final Fantasy 2 and 3 that very clearly we in America did not get. So when I was a kid, that was my first hint that the Final Fantasy releases were kind of weird. Okay, these boxes need to stay the way they are. Alright, I'm going to move these. They are pissing me off. This cardboard box just keeps sliding down and falling. Oh, Bill. A little bit of bow and arrow in there too, why not? I have so much Advanced Wars to catch up on. I gotta play like Advance Wars 2 days in a row. And then I gotta play Illusion of Gaia and then like Advance Wars another day after that. Just if I want to give Advance Wars the same love. There's no reason I need to. It's only my little self-imposed schedule that it ruins. Come on. Alright, let's see what we're at. Strike first? Sweet. 21 minutes. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. No, not equipment. $73, that's not too bad. Getting up there much faster. Luckily, when this is done, that'll be the most of it. One sec. Alright, my bad. Anyway, let's continue. It's kind of weird living by a train, because, like, it's definitely not even a mile. I don't even think it's like the tracks are a half mile away. But, even with my headphones on, I can hear that shit. And I just heard my car start, which kind of scared the shit out of me a little bit. Do this a few more times, then we'll check in on the status. Make sure we're making it to, we're at level 7. Four, 3, 2, 1. 0. Get him, get him, get him. No. Yep, there it is, level 7. Alright guys, we are almost there. Almost there, almost there. And it's kind of nice that for like a mere 2.5 hours of your time, you can grind up anything as high as you want it to be. Only one single thing, but you know. It's a price to pay. For fucking up. because I kept bragging the whole game, like, oh, I haven't needed magic, oh, I haven't needed magic, oh, I haven't needed magic. 5 minutes later, I run into a boss that almost requires one-hit KO spells. I've heard the Toad spell is better and more effective than the Break spell. The Break spell does not hit as consistently. But, you know, from what I've also seen, I can't really get the Toad tome until I can get those enemies that dropped it to spawn again. Which, if I read correctly, won't be until after this tower is done. But it's not like I'm gonna off-screen this, because if I gotta suffer through it, so do you. But you gotta be here for the... 1 second. Alright, continuing on. Yeah, we gotta grind together if we want to shine together, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, no. I was about to say, I'm getting pretty fast at doing that. Alright. Keep trying. I was doing it for like 3 times in a row where I just held my thumb down and it landed right on magic. Stopped working. Getting a little bit of some sweat driblets on the forehead. Man, this fucking sucks. This fucking sucks so much. Let's see what we got. We should have at least like 35, 40. Oh, nice, Richard. There we go, that break spell starting to work. Ooh, 65, I'm wrong. That was way better. Cool, then we got a few more to do, and then I'll bust into the level 8 like halfway, and then we're done. And we'll go to the tower. We might play this again one more day tomorrow to see if we can get to the top of the tower. Nah. I was thinking, we had the training arc, then you gotta have the payoff, but then it's like, nah, you know what? I'm kind of sick of hearing this song a little bit. I need me some of that Game Boy Advance soundtracking. That'll make the heart go aflutter. But this doesn't give it a higher chance of working. Yeah, I guess if I were to ever, which I probably never will, not because this game is bad, but just there's so many other games I want to play, but if I ever were to play through this game again, I would definitely be a little more spell conscious. All three of my guys would have all three spells. I would be a little more diligent with using them. Because I was always really sporadic with using and training them up. Especially because it seems like the magic spells advance up at the same pace. They just use more MP to do it. Granted, this cheat sesh method circumvents that. Okay, do the same thing. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. 0 more. Ooh, didn't work. Absolutely dead. Break level up, break level up. Bark. Yes. Alright, well, hell yeah. Now we just do a little bit more, and we're done. Cool, it all worked its way out. I actually didn't. One of the reasons I also didn't play Advance Wars today is because, since it's a strategy game and I'm not always the brightest, I didn't know if I was going to have enough time. Which I definitely probably would have. Unless I would have started losing. I'm hearing something in the house. Thought I was hearing something through my headphones. Which I definitely still could have been. Even though it's kind of shitty, Guy can only do this method of training when I have a 4th member, because if not, I can't cancel any of his actions when I only have 3. Other than these one-hit KO spells, though, this game really doesn't have a need for anything like this. Other than this Thunder guy, I guess I've legit made my way through this whole game being pretty strong and able to do pretty good damage to most things in this game. I'll never forget my original turning point of this game, party-wise, and that was when Maria got that, I think it was the fire arrows and the fire bow. When she got that shit, bro, it was game over. I know I've talked about it before, saying basically the exact same thing, but that was the first time that I felt like I really started getting the one-up on enemies. And then everybody else just gradually caught up to him. Nice. $46, that's close enough. Alright guys, that's it for the day. We did it. We got ourselves to level 8. We're going to see how well we can do getting the break spell to work on this. It's level 8. It should be strong enough. It should be. Maybe right when I get to... No, I don't even want to train in there because there's chances of basilisks in there, and I don't want to be fucking around with basilisks. They have already shown themselves to be very mean, and I don't like them. And they turn my party to stone, except for Furion, who they don't seem to be able to for some reason. And I don't really want to find out why. But yeah, that is it for the day, guys. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.